Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Rise of the Tomb Raider. With any luck, we'll finish the story mode and maybe get to 100% by the end of this episode. With any luck. Otherwise, I may very well just frustrate myself and get looking for the final headless statue.
No, no, no!
We're definitely in a cutscene section. We're working our way to where the divine source is supposed to be, and my money would be that she destroys it to keep it out of the hands of Trinity, which seems like they might be succeeding at killing the deathless ones somewhat. Even though they reincarnate, they don't seem to reincarnate that instantaneously. And Trinity very possibly would succeed at getting the divine source. Of course, if I don't do something that destroys the deathless ones, they would turn the Trinity fighters into more deathless ones.
Oh shit! Gotta move!
I'm not getting any real prompts here. There's another one of those out of the blue cuss words that uses like one F word and one S word just to keep it PG-13. It's an interesting question if the new deathless ones that used to be Trinity people would be able to use guns. Probably so. Very action-oriented. Makes me think there might not even be a final boss fight. But there kind of has to be something. Constantine has to show up, doesn't he? Anna has to show up. Am I supposed to be pressing a button? Or is this just a pretty cutscene? I guess I'm supposed to be shooting him. I hit him several times in the face and it didn't kill him. That's another just gameplay mechanic added at the last second. This is the exact same sequence that happened in the previous game. Two armies were fighting. The undead samurai in the previous game, the deathless ones this time. And it was even in a section that looked exactly
Sophia,
like this.
Where are you?
Where the gun
I see you, Lara. We'll do whatever we can to support you from here.
Thank you, Sophia. I'll take whatever help I can get.
Like, this is the exact same thing as the previous game. And if you told me this was all a dream, and she's still on the island, so let's throw some grenades. I would not be happy with that. So, I haven't fought Trinity in a while. Really in no shape to be fighting like this. It's almost as if Square Enix paid two different companies to make the same game. And they were being made in parallel. So I guess as I'm killing people, I'm refilling my bullets. That would be slightly helpful. So, didn't mean to booby trap that guy. I'm trying to stand somewhere where I can just make grenades. Nothing around.
Lara, you have to get to cover. We're about to fire and you're out in the open.
I can't stop now. I'm close.
Like, this is the same layout even of things. And it's not like Rise of the Tomb Raider came out on time or anything. It was late. So how can you release the exact same game twice in a row and have the second instance in which you release the same game be late? I guess what you have to assume is that development was going so poorly. This is a big assumption, but I guess the thought is that development was so poorly happening for Rise of the Tomb Raider that elements of the previous game were just added as replacements.
Sophia. Hell of a shot.
Each of these platforms. Where are we on the map? See, we're almost all the way through. I'm also questioning if there's even a boss fight to have here. Is Joseph gonna prove to be evil, or there's not even really time for that. And I missed that one headless statue, which I assume is not in this section of the gameplay. So many things. Let's see. Throw that way. Make sure we're full. Reload our shotgun. Reload the gun. Reload our pistol. Reload our herbs. There's some poison mushroom in case we used any poison arrows. Point of no room. There are no base camps beyond this point. Fast travel and player upgrades will not be possible until the story campaign is complete. Thanks for telling me. Well, is there really any reason to take a break and like do the last few things? The game totally cheated to make sure we got all the skill points. As far as inventory, I assume we have the maximum amount of everything. Did I not get an upgrade? No, I got them all. So this is your final setup. Shotgun. Do some more damage on the shotgun. And on this gun, we've got everything upgraded. So it's just on the SMG. We can upgrade one more thing. But we're still very low. I don't want the SMG equipped though. So let's make sure. Back to the military rifle, I believe. Oh, not the assault rifle. I feel like I'm as good as we're gonna get, since we don't know what we're fighting or what's gonna happen. And if this is the point of no return, there's almost certainly no... wait a minute, didn't I come from this direction? Yes, I did. There's almost certainly no things, no challenges or anything. I should have looked at the map just to see where we are. This will be the second boss fight in the entire game, with the bear being the first.
All squads, I have a visual on Croft.
There was a section
must not be allowed into the Chamber of Souls.
where we were attacked by a bunch of people.
I don't think you'll be able to hit him!
We'll keep trying. We're reloading the trebuchet. Hold on.
What am I trying to do?
We're not going to be able to hit him from here.
I know. I've got to shoot the fireball in the air. Get ready. Let's try again.
We're loading up the trebuchet. Hold on. It's ready. On your signal.
I'm ready. Go!
Here it comes.
Got you. You son of a bitch.
Wow.
Damn
What
it!
a crazy system.
Send in a squad, now! I want her dead!
Lara, we're under attack. We're under murder, son of a bitch.
You've got to get out of there.
We're in this fight, Sierra.
Thank you, Sophia.
Let's heal. It doesn't feel like you can really do too much without the bow and arrow. Let's see. Maybe trap somebody. We haven't been doing too much of that.
Watch out, Lara. He's on his way to you.
See, that just put me right back where I wanted to be.
I'm not done yet!
Give us time, Lara. We're reloading.
My weapons are no use against the chopper. That was a quick death.
Give us time, Lara. We're reloading.
What am I supposed to be doing?
We're ready to fire.
Am I in a good position? Not really. you have to be in the right position.
Now, Sophia!
Go harder! Launch!
So 2 times feels good enough for me. Running things like crazy. Where's the last couple of them?
Under fire! Moving into cover!
And with all these upgrades, it's not too hard to just randomly shoot and burn people to death. One assumes this is the final time.
Let's finish this!
We're reloading the sector shed! Hold on!
So there's nothing to...
Got to signal Sophia to fire that trebuchet.
Ready? They're still reloading.
We're ready when you are, Lara. Just give us the signal.
Slightly more difficult than the rest of the game, but at the core of it, it's not been that bad. The boss fight in the previous game was a lot more difficult. And apparently, I am now in a gameplay sequence where the idea I imagine is to not hit anybody when they're red.
You're not close! Senti morta!
And forget it. That is not the... Find source, find an exit. Grab all of this while we're here. He steals my bow.
Just you and I now, Lara. You have no weapons, no allies, no
like,
hope.
I have no
This
weapons.
place
How about
will become
that?
Your tomb.
Doesn't seem like I heal myself too much, but knock him into the fire.
Don't hide in the shadows. You're made of stronger stuff.
Apparently, this is not how you're supposed to take them on.
I wonder, did you watch your friend Jonah die?
Does this work though? This is the problem here. You can just kind of win by beating on everything.
Is he
So
still bleeding out somewhere while you hide from me?
the idea, I suppose, was to hide.
I told you. Why do you surround yourself?
Do that.
No! My destiny lies in the Chamber of Souls. There! Come out!
And do that again. Just do that. Dodge. And one. Knife through the chest. Which, that has been an ability you could have done throughout the game. I've just never gotten in a scenario where it worked. It would be funny if she just said,
Destiny.
your
I was
sister
meant for
gave you the
greatness.
stigmata.
This was never your destiny. Your sister let you believe that.
I did it all of this.
So yeah, you're trying to be nice to her, to Constantine,
Don't you walk
and make
away
him
from me.
look
Wait!
like he's a
Trinity
tragic
killed your father.
enemy.
You're lying.
He begged for his life. And when that failed, he begged for yours.
You're wrong! Shut up! Just shut up!
So I guess you get a choice.
He was a pathetic man.
Kill him or don't kill him.
I liked him.
You're not worth it.
And he dies either way.
Burn in hell.
And then she says burn in hell. So I mean, this isn't really Rise of the Tomb Raider. This is Fall of the Tomb Raider. Like, I don't want to play this Lara Croft in the next game. A vindictive, shoot first, kinda, sorta bad guy. I would prefer just like a mercenary Lara Croft.
Stop! Your men are defeated. Your brother is dead.
And we jump to
That's
a
what
much
Trinity
better
has
quality
wrought.
animation here.
Death. And that's all they'll ever bring. Give this up.
I gave up everything for this. I have no intention of giving it to Trinity.
What about your father? You're dooming him to be mocked by history. How can you let this go? When you're so close?
I'm willing to make that sacrifice. I can't let you take it.
Think of the millions suffering and dying. We can save them. We can change the world. Together.
The cost is too high, Anna. We aren't meant to live forever. Death is a part of life.
That's easy for you to say. You're not the one who's dying.
But this isn't about you. This is about humanity, about protecting what it means to be human.
They're coming! We're surrounded!
Jacob, look out!
The sword is not meant for the world!
This is your chance, Lara. Everything I've done, everything you've done. Another Croft doesn't have to die for this.
This is
But I'm willing to.
barely even a question of, like, would Lara Croft betray her father's memory and work with Anna?
Well, I'm not.
It's kind of a pointless scene.
Please. I'm dying. This is my only hope.
Anna, no!
Now that's the deathless one. that are attacking, not Jacob's. It's some kind of weird alien technology thing. No explanation of what it is.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Pretty sure this is how the previous game ended too.
Jacob, hold on.
I've held on for too long already.
You knew I'd destroy it.
In all my years, I've met few as extraordinary as you. It's finally happening. My ending.
I'm sorry. All I wanted was to make a difference.
You already have. You already have.
He turned to dust, but it looks like Hannah survived.
My dearest Lara, I often think about how my father would turn
Seems
over
like
in
some
his
more things
grave
should have
if he
been
knew the shame I
resolved
had brought
before
upon our
we-
family's name.
Before we
Croft.
left.
What does it even mean?
There's the Atlas.
I just
For
hope
what
you
little
can make
that
your
was
own
worth.
mark on this world someday. Remember that the extraordinary is in what we do, not who we are.
And finally we see a different type of tape recorder. Why didn't they use that?
Destroying the
model
source
half
was
the
the right
time?
thing to do.
I still feel like I let him down.
I think you would have made the same choice. Come on. You've got a plane to catch.
At some point they need to
I listened to his last tape a
clean up
1,000
Croft
times,
Manor.
but it's as if I was hearing my father's words only now, for the first time. It doesn't matter what choices he would have made. I have to make my own. The myth of Kitezh was real. There are secrets out there that can change the world. I need to find them.
Apparently-
Not for my father, not for anyone else.
We're going
Trinity
to
is still out there, and they're more
New
powerful
Spain
than I
in the
ever
next
imagined.
game.
I can stop them. I can make a difference. I can make the right difference.
So it stops being a Tomb Raider game completely at the end here, and now it's Call of Duty type game. Like they're basically saying at the end of this the next game, well, all throughout the next game, the third in this reboot trilogy, it's all going to be focused around shooting and killing Trinity people. There probably won't even be a divine source-like object that you're looking for. The relics will probably not matter. The collectibles probably won't matter. The story won't really matter. And that's pretty much the truth how it was in this game too. Things just didn't matter. Characters popped in and then popped out for hours, then popped in again. A lot of that has to do with the game stretching itself extremely thin. Extremely thin. In an attempt to just keep you playing. I have no reason why. The only thing I can guess, having seen all of the story now, is a significant problems were happening during production, and they were stretching what they were developing to make it reach a contractually obliged 20 hours of gameplay. And at a certain point, elements from the previous game just got copied and pasted directly in. Entire final sections were exactly the same. The boss fight was different. You're fighting a helicopter instead of fighting a giant magical creature, I believe is what you were fighting with. Well, you had to do some more arrow shots. That was rather annoying, that final boss fight in the previous game. But this wasn't much better. Eidos Montreal, by the way, has just today, as of recording, announced that they are no longer going to focus on single-player expansion. Their focus is only on multiplayer. That is clearly because Square Enix is interfering and telling them they have to do multiplayer. They did Square Enix told Eidos Montreal when they made Deus Ex Mankind Divided to put in a multiplayer section that was unnecessary and unwanted. There's an unnecessary and unwanted multiplayer section of this game that we'll look at see how much we can actually do. And on top of that, there is also a horde mode section of this game. It is possible that the production trouble that I sense in the development of the story mode might have been because more and more people were getting taken off the single-player experience and put on the multiplayer experience. I just don't see the reason for it. I don't know anybody that wants to play as Lara Croft in a first-person shooter. The modern world where you have battle royale style games like player-unknown battlegrounds where the characters are pretty random and don't matter, or where you have games like Overwatch where every character has special abilities and they really do matter, or you just have things that are sort of in the middle like Counter-Strike Go. There's not any room for a special Tomb Raider themed first-person shooting game. It's not going to become an esport. Nobody wants that. That's not what I think when I think Tomb Raider. Now, as this airs, unless something happens, the Tomb Raider movie should have come and probably gone from theaters. I wonder if the Tomb Raider reboot movie is going to be a very similar story to what this game and the previous game was, since there was so much repetition between the two. I suspect probably not, because generally there's a script out there and they just slap Tomb Raider as the main character into an already existing script. That's one of the many reasons why video game movies tend to be bad. The only thing I can really say that's great about this game is it did manage to keep me obsessively collecting, and we're so close to 100%. I do want to get to that point. We're seeing there's a lot of names showing up on the script, but it's moving pretty fast, and we're seeing art outsourcing and performance capture and whatever blind lighting is. I guess that's probably a scripting or sound recording company or something. A lot of this has been outsourced, which again tells me that Eidos Montreal probably wasn't good. The creative head certainly didn't do a good job, because there's nothing creative in this story. What is side? Like, we keep getting titles on the credits, and some of them look like names of companies, and some of them look like divisions inside the Eidos Montreal. Now, I don't believe Eidos Montreal is one of the newer Canadian video game companies out there. There have been quite a few, and some of them have been shut down, but not a ton. I think Eidos Montreal is probably closer to being shut down as a company by Square Enix than it is to its original release, because I do believe they probably were the ones in charge of Deus Ex Mankind Divided, which was a significant amount of time. There is some weirdness here because I keep going between Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal as the people that made this game. I really can't tell. Honestly, I imagine it's Crystal Dynamics, where Eidos Montreal just helped, but maybe it's the exact opposite. Tomb Raider is very popular, as they're pointing out a Tumblr page. Eidos Montreal 2007, so it's about 10 years old. Square Enix, Tokyo, Japan. They're still using Big Video. Pretty old technology. I guess it still works. 2 weeks earlier, northeastern Siberia. And I'm still in the huntress outfit.
Anna, you said another Croft doesn't have to die for this. What did you mean by that? You killed my father, didn't you?
Trinity ordered his execution. I couldn't do it.
You're lying!
I loved him.
No!
It's done.
Good.
What about Croft?
No. Not yet.
Like, unnecessary. I didn't even think she survived. And wait a minute, that was 2 weeks earlier? Don't you mean 2 weeks later? Or was it 2 weeks earlier from the cutscene we saw before all the credits? Ah, this is confusing as all get out. 98% complete. So, next recording we will get the final part of the collectibles done. We'll look at, I believe, this Croft Manor thing. We'll look at the marketplace stuff. And then probably in 30 minutes we'll be done with the game. Maybe not. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.